Fresh cakes just came out of the oven. One of them got stuck inside. He finally managed to squeeze out but startled his companions. Looking at his huge head, his buddies immediately burst out laughing. He got angry and tried to squeeze his head hard, but the more he squeezed, the bigger his head became. His companions were laughing so hard they were rolling on the floor. He looked helpless and could only leave dejectedly. However, walking down the street, he'd still get strange looks from people. He even made little babies cry. He felt terrible and couldn't figure out why only he had a big head. Because of this big head, not only did no one want to play with him, but he was often bullied. To keep others from seeing his big head, he could only cover it up. But that still didn't reduce the gossip. Left with no choice, he went to a barbershop. With the assistant's help, they finally pulled him inside. After choosing a style, the barber started designing a look for him. But first, they had to shrink his head. So he brought out the face-shaving gadget. However, even after the face-shaving tool broke from overuse, his head didn't shrink. The barber came up with a second plan. He grabbed some tape and wrapped him up. After some crazy maneuvering, his head was finally shrunk down. But before he could celebrate, he launched the barber flying across the room. The barber didn't give up. Then he brushed chocolate all over him. But as soon as the chocolate was applied, it melted off. Multiple plans had failed, and he started crying in frustration. Just then, 3 guys walked in. Not only did they not comfort him, they laughed out loud instead. The barber couldn't stand it anymore and immediately told them to get out. After that, he couldn't hold back his grievances and started bawling. Right at that moment, the barber suddenly noticed that his fallen tears had turned into a crown. His inspiration struck instantly, so he quickly sprang into action. He took out strawberry sauce, stirred it a few times, and spread it on his head. Then covered it with banana peels, tied it up with string, finally stuck a ring of potato chips around it, sprinkled on some blueberries, and the crown was complete. He returned to the cake shop wearing his crown. The pastry chef was struggling to choose a signature cake for the store. His eyes suddenly lit up as he picked up the crown cake like he'd found treasure. Then without hesitation, he placed it in the most prominent spot. He raised his scepter of victory. With everyone's adoration, he was finally reborn, and became the true king of cakes.